In my third trimester. This is my princess. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Is it recording? It's your girl Elena Vibes, and in today's video I will be talking about all of the things that no one told me or I've never heard about when it comes to being pregnant. New moms out there who are currently expecting, there's certain things coming up and you're like, I never heard about this. I've been researching and Googling all day long, and Google definitely said nothing about this. I'm here to talk about my experiences so far. Let's jump right into this video.
Said I need a real one, tired of the cake and the silicone. Said I need a real one, forget perfection, I love bumpy roads. Said I need a real one.
So we're gonna start with number one. Something that, or a symptom that nobody told me about, warned me about. The mothers around me probably never experienced this themselves because every pregnancy is different. It's been happening to me ever since the third trimester started. Swelling of the hands. Not only swelling, but joint pain. So like pain in the joints of my fingers, like when I go like this, when I'm trying to open anything, open something as simple as a door, they swell from time to time. Going like this right now, like that pain never goes away, but sometimes it's worse than others, especially like when I wake up first thing in the morning. Y'all, it hurts so bad. Sometimes I'm trying to open like a bottle of juice or open the door to use the bathroom at night, and it hurts so bad I have to use like both hands to get enough strength because my fingers just hurt so bad and they swell up. And it's like, I've always heard about swelling of the feet, so my feet swell up. They swell, okay, especially when I stand or walk for like long periods of time, but nobody told me about swelling of the hands and the pain. So I looked it up on Google, and they said basically it's like the raise in hormones, like it happens normally later in the pregnancy, and it's like little signs starts to pop up, I guess, of your body preparing to deliver the child. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm glad it's normal and nothing is wrong with me, but like, oh my god, oh, I thought my list deleted. The second thing that nobody told me about when it comes to pregnancy is not wanting meat. Now I will say this has gotten a lot better. I haven't really been experiencing it too much like how I was in the first trimester. The first trimester I did not want meat at all. I didn't want chicken, I didn't want beef, pork, like nothing meat related. I couldn't even stand the sight of it, okay? Now, like as the second trimester came around, I was starting to warm up to like pork, beef, seafood, but like chicken was just a no-go. As I got towards the end of the second trimester, beginning of third trimester, now I eat everything basically. The third thing that no one told me about pregnancy, the changes of inner circle, family and friends. I think I've heard of like people like saying, oh, you know, my friends don't really, but I mean, I mainly heard about that, like let's say for girls who maybe got pregnant young, like when they were teenagers, or you know, in high school, teenagers, whatever. I would hear a lot about that, like, you know, them saying, oh, a lot of people didn't want to be my friend anymore, I lost a lot of my friends. And it's like, okay, but I didn't know, being like 26 years old, like it would be the same thing. And then like I said, as far as like with family, like you just notice certain changes in who's really there for you, you know, who steps up that you weren't expecting. It can be very lonely at times because like I said, now you're not around all the people that you're usually around. Granted, of course, there's a whole pandemic we're not going on, but you know, you just start to notice those changes in your inner circle and, you know, other random people. You notice certain people stepping up more and being more involved. You're like, wow, I never expected that. And the people that you expected to really be involved and supportive, you know, they kind of disappear, like float off with the wind. I don't know. I have been hearing the strangest noises. Number 4, anxiety of what the baby's life will be like. Now I knew you get nervous, you know, you would get anxious about certain things, but I didn't know, like I never really heard so much about moms talking about. Now, like I said, I'm doing more research and talking to like some of my mom friends, my sister and whatnot, and they do agree. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm not the only one now. But beforehand, I never knew about how much you would like stress or be so anxious or scared about how your baby's life will be. Meaning, from birth, I'll be in bed at night sleeping, and I'll just get this random wave of thoughts about, oh my god, like, you know, what if when she's a baby somebody's holding her, which not many people gonna do, but what if somebody's holding her and god forbid, like, you know, they don't hold her properly and she falls, or, you know, as she gets older, people mistreating her. You start to think about things that you went through, like crazy things, you know, wild things, bad things, tragic things, and you're like, oh my gosh, what if that happens to my baby? You watch the news and you see all the crazy stuff going on, and you're like, I need a water break. If you don't have one of these, I definitely suggest getting it. They sell them on Amazon. I got this one from Ross, and it's a huge water bottle, clearly, like, look how big it is. And it goes all the way up to, oh, it's a gallon. This is a gallon, so it has a little handle here, and it's just so convenient, like. But yeah, so you watch the news, you just hear about all these crazy things, especially where I live in Florida. It's just like, Lord have mercy, you know, people are clearly losing their minds, and you just sit there and wonder, like, wow, like, what is my child gonna have to go through? It's like, there's only so much you can do. And then I sit there and I'm like, wow, you know, right now, here in my tummy, this is the safest she'll ever be, really. The next thing that nobody told me about pregnancy is, oh, you guys, oh my gosh. Oh, am I gonna show this right now? I don't know. I think I might just show this. I've been dreading this, but you guys, I'm gonna show you. But nobody told me, or I was under the impression that if you use like the best products, the best oils and tummy butters, and I have my own skincare line, and my botanical elixir serum is everything for the skin. And I oil my stomach with my oils, my serums, my body butters, all the best things in the world that I can find, multiple times a day at that, like 2 to 3 times a day, if not more, okay? Nobody told me that it doesn't matter how much you do that before or after pregnancy. You can still get stretch marks. A lot. You can still get stretch marks. Genetics has a lot to do with it. And then sometimes your mom could have no stretch marks at all, and you have all the stretch marks in the world. And that is what I'm learning the hard way. I'm gonna say this, okay? With my products and some other products that I'm coming out, and some other little, you know, things that I'll be doing, we're gonna go on a journey together. For all the moms out there who's suffering, not suffering, but all the moms out there who's experiencing, there's a better word, experiencing the stretch marks and wondering, oh my gosh, how is it gonna look afterwards? We're gonna go on a journey together. There are certain things you can do to help tighten your skin and help with any discoloration afterwards. I'm not saying obviously it's gonna go back perfectly, but I know there's certain things that you can do that will help the fading process over time, naturally, you know, and the tightening of the skin. So we're gonna go on a journey together, y'all, because I have to get this together. Next on my list of things that nobody told me about when it comes to pregnancy, random losses of appetite. This only really started, yeah, I'd say like my second trimester, I was eating everything. Third trimester comes around, and there's certain days, or like the other week, like for about 5 days straight, I don't really feel like eating like that. Like I eat, I make sure, you know, I eat. Like, don't keep my stomach empty, gotta feed the baby. But there's just certain times where I just don't have an appetite. Like, you know, there'll be mad food in the fridge. There'll be so much food, different choices, you know, and nothing speaks to me. Like, nothing just, I just don't feel for anything. Like, I'll eat, you know, to make sure I'm I'm full, the baby's fed. I thought like when you're pregnant and you get over the morning sickness days, I thought it was just straight eating, like you're always hungry, you always have an appetite. I didn't know, I've never heard of the random losses of appetite, but apparently it does happen. It's normal, it's common, it does happen. So next on my list is gas. Y'all, gas hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh my god, how bad gas pains are. Like my stomach be hurting. Like when I do have gas, it hurts. Like it hurts. Like no, I don't think you understand. Now if you know, you know. It feels like the world is about to end. It feels so uncomfortable. It's so painful, and it lasts for like days. For me at least, sometimes it'll last for days, like 2 or 3 days, and then it'll go away. But it's like, oh my gosh, I did everything they said to do, and it's still, I just waited for it to go away. So the next thing is pelvis pain. So like pelvic bone, so like this area down here, not on the belly at all, but like the pelvic bone, like right where the joints meet of like your thigh and your hip and all of that. Oh my god, that thing can hurt. It's like, I don't know if it's the bone or the muscles or both. I think it's like the bones. But I never really heard about it before, but now that I'm asking people about it, they're like, yeah, you know, it's stretching as your baby grows, everything's spreading and stretching. Child, if it give me some hips, which I've been noticing, I've been getting a little bit of hip action and whatnot, but ooh, it hurts so bad, especially at night. I notice it more like when I'm laying down or like propped up a certain way with my feet up, and it's like I try to get up and then it's like, oh, the pain right there is so bad, and it hurts the most at night, like, you know, waking up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, which sucks, okay, because you're trying to get out of bed and it's like I'm trying to turn and I'm trying to like find the best way to scoop myself to the edge of the bed and turn my body and maneuver my legs off the bed without hurting myself more. It just hurts so bad. And then when I finally get up, I'm like limping. I'm like, oh Lord. Next, how fast the time passes after the first trimester, y'all. Water break. I have heartburn, which I've heard about. The first trimester felt like a year. The first trimester, it just felt like it lasted forever. If you hear some noise, that's the AC. It just cut on and it is loud for no reason. Now, ever since the second trimester hit, you know, you have more energy, okay, you're feeling better, morning sickness is out the window. Time is just time is just flying. This Saturday coming up, I'll be 31 weeks. It just seems like when I blink my eye, it's Saturday, and I blink again and it's Saturday again. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Time is just flying by, and then that really doesn't help with the anxiety, because you're like, oh my god, now I'm 20 weeks, now I'm 25 weeks, now I'm 30 weeks, and then boom, baby's here. The list is almost done. So the thirst is real. Like right now, even if I wasn't doing all the talking and yapping or whatever, like I'll just gulp some water, close the bottle up. 2 seconds later, my throat feels like the Sahara Desert. It is so dry. I'll be so thirsty, and especially at night. Oh my gosh, it's like the moment I lay down to get comfortable to start sleeping, it's like boom, thirsty. It can get really annoying sometimes, because like at night, so thirsty, and you're like, okay, I need to drink, but then you're like, gosh, now if I drink to help this excess thirst right now, and I have to keep going to the bathroom every second, and with the pelvis pain, it's not fun. It's not fun. So the last 3 things that I never heard about, or no, I was not told about when it comes to pregnancy. Being hot at night. That just started in the 3rd trimester. I get so hot at night. It's like hot flashes or something. Like, it's crazy. Got to the point where now I don't sleep with the comforter on. Sometimes I push everything away from me, like all my pillows, the big comforter. Like, I try to dress very light at night, sometimes just a big t-shirt, you know, that's really light, flowy. No pants, okay? TMI, but no pants. Like, I'm just trying to be cool. I turned the AC down and I'm still hot. Like, I mean, like, scorching hot. And sometimes it's so frustrating at night, like I just want to cry. but then that doesn't help because it just makes me even hotter. So the next thing on the list that nobody told me about when it comes to pregnancy, melasma, you guys. And I only know this term because I had to look it up, because I was like, excuse me, what is going on? The darkening of certain areas of the skin. And from what I read, it goes away after delivery. Like, everything starts to go back to normal, starts to fade, your skin color, you know, returns. But certain areas, at first I was like, like I bathe myself very well, okay? I be scrubbing, I exfoliate, I do all that. Don't play with me. My underarms, y'all, like the darkening of that area, and it's like not even just the little armpit area, it's like from up here down here, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? I be scrubbing, like I be scrubbing so hard. Well, before I knew what it was, I was like about to scrub my skin off, and I'm like, what is going on? Why is it so dark? They said it's normal, it's melasma, it's hormones and all that other stuff with pregnancy, which I never heard about before. So, and they're like, don't try any lightening products or things like that. It's not gonna help, it's not gonna work, and it's not good. Like the belly button area, my neck, like from the sides and the back, like it's just getting so dark, and it's like, I'm not dirty, don't play with me. And last but not least, you guys, the last thing on my list is itchy skin. My skin itches so bad. It started in the second trimester as my belly started to really grow more and my skin is stretching, which makes sense, so it'd be kind of itchy. And then I heard, you know, you're not supposed to scratch it, but now it's like, and I read this, as your third trimester comes along, your skin is more sensitive. So the smallest thing, like a tag on a shirt or dress or your clothing that never bothered you before, it just gets so itchy around your stomach, around my sides, like right here. I'm like constantly like, ugh, it's itchy. I can't stand it. But using like oils, butters, you know, certain things, it does help relieve it. So, you know, it goes away after delivery. So that wraps up my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Those are all of the things so far, now that I'm 30 weeks. Those are all of the things about pregnancy that nobody warned me about, nobody told me about, Google didn't tell me about it. You know, they're just new to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what are some of your strange symptoms or symptoms that you've been experiencing in your pregnancy that you never heard about before, that you were not warned about or prepared for, okay sis? Comment down below, let me know how you like this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Vibes family if you haven't already, and turn on that post notification bell so you know the next time I got another video dropping. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support through my journey on YouTube, trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and then the next goal of 10K. We got it in the bag. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.